have over 30 items to put in this bag. 30. I don't know. Hello DIY brides, I'm Emily and welcome to my channel. Today I will be packing my wedding day coordinating bag, so come along and watch. So I'm giving y'all kind of like a little glimpse of what I'm seeing as I pack this bag. So I have personal items for the bride and the bridal party, as well as just tools and items that I might need throughout the day. I'm gonna start off with kind of one that people wouldn't really think of, and I usually pack Clorox wipes. I try to pack these because you never know when you're gonna need to just clean up something quick. And I have run into many times where bride or bridal party or family are like, we need a wipe, and so these are just really handy to have. So a few of these items that I'm going to just run through really fast are like deodorant. I try to pack that, mouthwash, panty liners or pads, female products, bobby pins, and then assorted hair ties. And then I also usually try to pack a set of cotton balls, Q-tips, cotton pads. This one's really handy. I bought this at the dollar store. It comes in a little travel case, so I highly recommend this one. So some more personal products that I like to pack are a hairbrush, tissues. Those are always necessary, and it's just kind of nice to have one in my pocket, one in my bag, one in the bridal suite, that kind of thing. I always try to carry some safety pins, a little mirror. This one I also got at the dollar store. We have not had to use it yet because thankfully our venues have had large mirrors, but this does come in handy if you've got a bridesmaid or something on the side trying to do some makeup. I always carry my micellar water or makeup remover of some sort, just in case there's any accidents. Germ-X, so we can keep those hands clean. Band-Aids, you never know when you're going to need these, whether it be blisters or an actual injury. Those come in really handy. This stuff is amazing. This is Miss Mouth's Messy Eater Stain Treater. I wish I was sponsored by them. This is by far the best stain treater out there, and I'm not just saying that. I have seen this remove so many things. They don't yellow like Tide pins and things like that. It's just super easy to spray on a wedding dress, and it gets the stain right out. So, pain reliever of some sort. And then this is Fearless tape, so it's body tape that will attach to a dress, so you can keep your dresses up without having to alter them. You might have seen this little guy sitting over here on the side of the video. This is actually one of my favorite things ever. It is a tagging gun for clothing, so you can actually alter dresses or suits, things like that, and just, it's really handy to have. It's small, it's light, compact. I bought it on Amazon for $9, I believe. And it has just helped in so many ways. You can just alter those clothings that you need, or even just attach things to one another. So it's pretty awesome. And it also came with several other attachments with it. So that's that. Next, I always carry a lint roller. So I try to carry more than one of these, or at least a very large one, because it's very easy to sit down in your nice dress or suit on a couch or something that has just the slightest bit of fuzz on it, and it sticks right to you. So this is really nice to have for right before the aisle. I also try to carry small tools and things that like the bride wouldn't carry, or I might need to use as I'm setting up at the venue. So this would include like a small set of wire cutters and pliers. I carry a small hammer. Generally the venues will have larger hammers, and if I need one, which I usually don't, they will provide that. So I try not to carry a big one. I carry Gorilla mounting putty. I love this stuff. It's so easy to stick things to the wall. It holds a lot of weight, and it's just super strong, but it also doesn't damage anything. So then I always carry 2 pairs of scissors. This is a little funny because I always lose the first one, and then I usually find it by the end of the night. So I try to carry 2 pairs in case if I need one and somebody else needs one at the same time, or I lose the first pair like what usually happens. But these just come in super handy for obvious reasons. Next, I carry some packing tape. So this is good if I'm trying to attach things just super quick, or I don't need as much attachment as the mounting putty, that kind of thing. I just try to keep this in there just in case. Next, I carry a tape measure. So this is really handy when I'm trying to make sure things are straight or level, or I'm wanting to make sure tables are a certain width apart, or chairs, that kind of thing. And I have a pretty big one, and then it has a clip on the back, so I can just clip it on my bag or onto me. It's pretty handy. The last few items that I like to carry are more office type supplies for myself. So I always carry ink pens. We have run into people needing ink pens, whether that be you're efficient or somebody needs to sign a card, that kind of thing. So I always try to carry several of these, as well as I carry some business cards for myself, a little promotional there, so that people can see, hey, you're coordinated. And then it's got all my information on the back, and that's really easy for me to just hand out, as well as my pamphlets. So I carry these. They've got my info and then some more information about our business on the inside, and I do like to carry these to weddings because people will often ask about how coordinating works and that kind of thing. So I try to carry these because a lot of people's friends are also in the market for a coordinator. Next, I always carry my little Square reader. I love Square, they're so easy to use, but this is in case if a bride needs to pay me for some reason. Usually they're all paid up by the day of, but just in case. And then the last one that I carry is actually a binder. I try to carry a black binder just like this, not necessarily for myself. I have run into ministers not having something to put their papers in or their book, and they want to hold something nice and sturdy that looks nice without just holding papers because they don't have like a stand. And so this has been super handy. I just put some page protectors in there that can put their pages in there if they're not hole punched, and then they can just stand there and use it during the ceremony. So it's actually kind of really handy. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. I also try to include some other things just as I feel, so if you're taking advice from this, just if anything that you think of, be sure to include it in your bag. And if you're looking for inspiration, be sure to check out our DIY emergency kit video. That little short is so handy and helpful. Most of those things I got at the dollar store, so just be sure to check that out and subscribe down below. We'll see you next time. Bye!